rock every show. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody put your hands in the air. Keep them up like you just don't care. Tell everybody that this show, yeah. Everybody say, it's my year.
Sanibona nonke ngiphinde nginamukele kwesinye isiqephu sezaziwa. I am Pearl Mudiadie. Namhlanje busuku izinto zizoshintsha kancane la ohlelweni ngoba nginasi izivakashe studio. That's a huge crisis, isn't it? It is. So now what do you do when you don't have a guest in studio? Should we just end the show? No, we don't, right? You go outside the studio for an exclusive one-on-one. So we thought it fair to do things a little differently, you know, to defy the norm and bring you a Zaziwa exclusive with a woman I have admired for iminyaka eminingi, a woman who inspired me to want to be a talk show host. Wangemithuli we Felicia Mabusza Suttle show. Wahlanganisa abantu abamnyama nabamhlophe studio sakhe ngenkulumo. Nakho ke esikhulume ngakho ngenkathi ngihleli phansi nomama Felicia Mabusza Suttle. Do enjoy this. And what an honor it is to have you, Zaziwa, Ma'am Felicia Mabusza Suttle. Welcome.
Thank you, Pearl. You look lovely.
Do I? Thank you, girl. You look amazing too.
When I grow up, I want to look like you.
Funny you should say that, because my first encounter with you was, I think it was in the 90s, and I was a studio member on your show.
Oh my God.
Yes, I watched you do your thing, and I was inspired to be a talk show host.
And you said, next time it's me.
There we go.
And there we are.
It was, and I said,
that's what the show was all about.
Yeah.
To encourage young people to one day do their own shows. That's why we got the SABC to start commissioning shows to you guys and not be employees of the SABC only, to go out there, have shows in your names.
Yeah.
And what a lovely show.
Thank you very much.
I love music.
Yes, you do. We were talking about that,
right.
actually. We're going to get into your favorite music and your journey from the beginning. When we were introduced to you was when you did the Felicia Mabusza Suttle show, the concept of the show. How did that come about?
The concept of the show, wow, what a history. It's quite a long one, but in 1992, Nelson Mandela came to the US. I was working at City Hall that time as director of marketing and communications for the city of Atlanta. Then I was asked to come and co-host Mandela's visit on Channel 11, which is one of the television channels in the US. And as I listened to Mandela, watched this historic visit with hundreds and thousands of people in the street welcoming this icon, this legend of Africa. And he made a call, a clarion call, all South Africans living abroad, please come back home to serve. I sat there. I remember even coming back home to my family saying, Mandela made the clarion call. I am going back. I'm going home to go and see what I can do in my little journey, having studied broadcasting and seeing how I can use television to bring South Africans together. And
you inspired the nation. You know, you touched a lot of lives. You brought people together. You facilitated conversations. Went where people were scared to go at that time. You know, so it had a very strong impact on the people who were watching and who were a part of it. What impact did it have on your life?
On my life, it was a life-changing experience, and I'll always be indebted and grateful to South Africans for the way my people made me feel. They say a prophet is never quite admired or appreciated in their own homeland. But let me tell you, I say thank you to the ordinary, extraordinary people of this country and how they made me feel. I am humbled, still am.
So why is a sacrifice amaning? Ukuthi ushintsho lenzeke la eMzantsi Afrika, including leaving your family behind. In the US of A, when you did your television show, you were married, your husband stayed behind, you had two beautiful daughters, they also stayed behind. You know, did that cause a rift in your relationship with your daughters and your husband?
It did, ironically. My husband said what ultimately helped him, he said he was about to give it up.
Wow.
But I was willing to give up anything for what I believed in. And I think sometimes as women we should do that. Follow your passion. Pursue it with unrelentless passion. Because you never know. You are here for a purpose. We are all here for a purpose. For me that time, I felt that was my purpose. But thanks to the Million Men March, Louis Farrakhan had this Million Men March. My husband went to it. He said when he heard the need to stand by a woman, support them in whatever they are pursuing in life, he said that made him realize that this woman is on a bigger journey than her, than she even realizes. When he came to South Africa, in fact, I think we literally had not seen each other for 6 months. When he came to South Africa, heard, saw, touched, feel the people, and saw how they were reacting towards me, he said, I realized that it was the one above who has sent you here to do what you're doing.
Yes.
Mbongeni even did my signal tune.
I want to talk about
In 3
him.
days, he put together a signal tune, which sounded like a Donald Trump thing because it was about me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
Felicia, Felicia.
Oh,
There's
no,
no
you're
one
totally
But I like the part where it says, she makes you cry, she makes you laugh, she makes you sing and dance. There's no one like her.
Yeah.
And that's all we wanted to do. Make you smile, make you cry, make you laugh.
So you mentioned Ubaba Mbongeni Ngema.
That's right.
You know, and ngiyazi ukuthi likhona iculo that you chose for us to play for you. Tell me about the song and why you khethile iculo leli.
The song is Stimela Sasezola.
Eh.
I mean, if you hear that kind of music, it makes you understand who our people really are and how he connects our rhythm, our spirit with even modern things like, I don't want to give anyone a commercial here, the chicken thing, you know I'm talking about.
Yes.
But that's the real us, and we cannot forget our roots. And that's why I love the song.
All right.
It just makes me dance. I realize that I can still get down.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Am I going to see you get down?
I don't know.
Yeah. Here's your song.
Tambolam le Kentucky, Samrela Sami, Samrela Sam Selamas, to Sami, Sochiga Madireni, our mama. Welcome Dover, baby. Stop some samala. Itanda no muvuta, baby. Yo.
I sure hope you enjoyed part 1 of my conversation no Felicia Mabusza Suttle kanye nomculo obumba impilo yakhe. Inkulumo yethu ayiphelanga lapho. Here is part 2. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So we're going back to Sophiatown where you were born.
That's right.
And then you grew up in Soweto.
That's right.
Who was the young Felicia?
In Sophiatown, my father and mom used to go to a shebeen then called Back of the Moon, ironically. That's why I named my restaurant that. But they used to dress up and look amazingly beautiful to go there. And I used to say, one day, I'm also going to this place. That's where Bo Miriam Makeba, Bo Huma Sikela, Bo Dolira Tebe used to go and sing. And my mom used to say, Elisa Dolly is mooi, ek is mooier man. Ek weet ek is mooier. My mom used to call herself the Mona Lisa of Sophiatown. And she was a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
So they'll dress up and go there. So memories I have of Sophiatown, yes, I was young, What I do know that I used to look up this hill and would stand at the gate with my sister and say, I'm going to live up that hill one day. I'm going to live up that hill one day. My sister and brother would laugh at me and say, how are you going to live up that hill? My father would drive us around those beautiful neighborhoods. I said, I'm going to live in one of those mansions one day. I'm going to live in one of those mansions. And I'm trying to say that if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
Yes.
And I ended up living in one of those mansions. We moved to Soweto, and he said, I will not live in your matchbox houses. I will build a house that will tower over your small houses. And he builds the first double-story house in Dube, and he called it Dumagude. You could see it from far, as it says. So that's where I grew up, really. The memories I have most of are the memories of the dusty, daring, dangerous streets of Soweto then, because it was the 70s, it was the 80s, and they were dangerous. We did not know when there was going to be an uproar. We did not know when those trucks were going to come by. We did not know when they were going to be shooting. June 16 had already told us that our kids are in danger. So that really are my memories.
Another way in which you tried to influence change, La Mzansi Africa, was through umculo and dance.
That's right.
Through a dance school. Please tell us about that.
Well, in the early 70s, I started a dance school. But the truth is, it was really a way of conscientizing, as we used to say those years, with Jeff Bartwa, and that's how I got to even meet Steve Biko. Just hearing what their message was about this future South Africa. But anyway, the dance school, we did Latin American and ballroom dancing. We had workshops at my home on Saturday mornings with books that were banned, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, literary works of Mandela and things like that, the Osobuku, etc. And would talk about self-esteem, because I was worried about our young people's self-esteem. So the dance school, we danced to songs like Say It Loud, Bang Bang, I'm Black and I'm Proud. We danced to Be Young, Gifted and Black. We danced Nina Simone. We danced to Diana Ross' song Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand. And we ultimately even used Reach Out and Touch as a signal tune for my show.
Yes.
So that was really the idea of the show. Even when the police would come, because somehow the then apartheid government was allergic to crowds. I say allergic, really, to crowds. The police would come in and check out what was happening. We're the YWCA then, and we're dancing, but they were not listening to the songs. And I'd say to the young people, listen to the song. And that's how some of them even changed their English names back to their African names, because they were being sensitized, conscientized. I really should be using my African name myself, Matabo. And I want to believe that I bring joy anywhere I go. I try very hard to bring joy. We live up to our names.
Yes. Mine is Ntabi saying.
So that's it. You bring
everything and everyone around me must make me happy. Mine is the selfish one. Make me happy, everyone. It is. So Mabuya, ube 92.
I came back 92 November.
Yes.
But before that, I'd come back to do an interview with Tatu Mandela at his home in Soweto then, and then went back and came back after that. And that interview really even ingrained my understanding of what has to be done at home and why I have to come back.
And what were those reasons?
To come and be with my people and have us talk together and have less fear of each other.
Yeah. And what are your views on the country right now, having been a part of what it was, seeing it grow and evolve over the years?
I really think what we were talking about then is still happening to this day. I believe that it's time for us to come back together and start talking again. But it's time to pass on the baton. I'm trying to get young people to hopefully do what I did.
Yeah. You say Gunekulo, that is very special to you, by Miriam Makeba.
I love Miriam Makeba. everywhere you go abroad, you still hear that song. And I tell young artists, don't come to America and just sing your songs. If you want Americans or even internationals in general to really accept your music, start off by honoring, admiring an older artist that you admire. Miriam Makeba being the one I encourage South Africans to do, young South Africans, men or women, to do. Sing that song, a Miriam Makeba song, and the one that I know, it's either the Click song that I know they love or Pata Pata. The minute you say Pata Pata, I don't care where you are, we're all going to stand and start singing.
Of a dancer, we did down Gauteng way. Everybody starts to move as soon as Pata Pata begins to play.
Thank you everyone. Uphila impilo yakhe to the best of her ability kanti usaqhubeka ngokwenza njalo unamazwi enhlakanipho amaningi angakhuluma nathi nezindaba ezimnandi zokuthi ukhule kanjani futhi nokuthi wazakha kanjani njengomuntu esifazane. Leso isivakashi sami sanamhlanje ebusuku Felicia Mabusza Suttle. What an honor to be commemorating Youth Month with such a powerful woman. Here's part 3 and sadly the last part of our conversation. Do enjoy it. Sesibuyeleke futhi. Mfuna ukukhuluma ngeencwadi zakho, you know, of all the things that you have done and all the titles under your name. Author is also added there.
Thank you.
Through incwadi zakho, Dare to Dream and Live Your Dream. The inspiration behind incwadi, and why did you feel the need to write?
And the next one that's coming up is Great Life Choices for Young People. I am addicted to young people. I am obsessed with young people. I am besotted with young people, literally. So that's what the next book is all about.
Yes.
It's about done, really. And it's aimed again at inspiring them to understand what their purpose is in life. Without dreams, we are nothing.
Yeah.
So that's really the reason for my books.
Yeah, I can't wait. What gives meaning to your life right now?
What gives meaning? In fact, someone asked me, "Are you on retirement?" I said, "No, I'm on preferment. I do only what I prefer to do. I don't do anything that I don't want to do." Some of the people said, "Why are you still looking so young?" and whatever. I said, "What have you done things that we don't quite know about?" And I said, no, I just use oil of delay.
Hey!
And it's just really doing things at my pace. So really that's where I am right now in my life, to make sure that I encourage young people to live their dream. I inspire young people, but I want to do it here, not in the US only. I really believe that my mission is here at home, not in the US. I'm in the US because I have a husband. Yes, we have a company that is doing very well, but it could do even better here. And here it's not about profits, it's about purpose.
Yeah. Abantu abaningi, you know, they would say, "But you never really know anything for sure about life." Is this something that you can very confidently say you know for sure about life?
Yes. Just understand why you're on earth and fulfill that purpose. Half of us are chasing the dollar or the rand, and it's not about that. Chase your purpose, chase your passion, and honestly and truly profits will follow later.
Yeah.
Find out why you are on this earth. I believe that I'm on this earth to touch lives, impact lives. I don't care who, any one of my family members cannot say I've not touched their life, I've not changed their life, I've not made them who they are today. But they should not forget to go back and help somebody else as well.
I hear you. I hear you. We're going to wrap this up now.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
We could talk forever.
We could, right? Thank you for hosting us here and giving us your time. We value it. We value you. And we just want to thank you for the impact that you've made in our lives and for pushing us and showing us that it is okay to dream.
So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, South Africans are watching. Hopefully Africans online as well. I would like for you to just look into that camera and leave us with a message if you can.
It's so simple. I love you. Ke a le rata batho ba rona. Ke tla ka kokobetso. Ngiyanthanda abantu bam, abantu bethu. Someone said, are you the president or is abantu bam? But they are my people. You are my people. Eko fanela almal. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
Baie dankie. Thank you. Ngiyabonga. Ke a leboga.
Thank you. There's an artist you would like to honor. Namhlanje Zaziwa. Ufuna sidlala iculo lakhe.
Yep. First, leculo lakhe libhalwe uDorothy Masuka. And that artist really who I take my hat off to is Ubrahima Sigela. And the song that Dorothy Masuka wrote is Kauleza. I don't care what you say. I don't care where I'm sitting. When that song comes up, I am ready to hit it, boy.
Yes, it's it. Mabusza.
Azongene ndlini
Mama, Kauleza ma.
Kauleza.
Kauleza. And that is where we leave it. Thank you so much. I sure hope you enjoyed the Zaziwa exclusive with Felicia, Mabusza, Suttle, and that you now know one of our South African celebrated icons a little more. Ungasithumela uvo lwakho ezinkundleni zokuxhumana ku Twitter, Instagram kanye na ku Facebook. Ungakhohlwa ke ukuthi na ku YouTube siyatholakala uma uphuthelwe uhlelo. We would love to hear from you. Now, should we do this again with another one of our prominent South Africans? Yes, I don't see why not. So we are futhi kule viki zayo with another one of our favorite celebrities nomculo kumbe impilo zabo. Lena ye bekuyizaziwa. My name is Pearl Mudiadi and we're saying good night.